Hello everybody. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're already a subscriber. First off, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who's checking out this video today. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for that. Thank you for the support that you guys give. I have so many amazing plans for this channel and for this year, even with this channel, and what I really think that I want to do and how I want to structure it. So having y'all's support just keeps me going, and I really appreciate it, especially considering this is just something I really do for fun, and it's an outlet and a great way for me to connect with people. I really appreciate it. So first and foremost, just want to start off by saying that. But now we can get into my April flip through. So by now you guys have had a very healthy dose of videos. You guys have had a healthy dose of some nerdy videos. It's just been a nerdy kind of week, and I love weeks like that as a big nerd myself. So yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying the extra content this week. Again, having grace and patience with me this particular month. I know I've been putting it in the descriptions and talking a lot about it, but it is going to be a really full month with me prepping to retest for my Series 65. So send me all the good vibes that you can. I'm being very targeted and intentional. It is also the practice month with Allie Edwards' One Little Word. So if you guys participate in that, definitely drop a comment down below. I'd love to know what your word is and what your practice is for this month. So yeah, and just throwing that out there, my word of the year is commitment, and my practice this month is I guess you would call it top 3, and we'll talk about that when I get into the spreads. But top 3 is just 3 tasks in the day that I want to accomplish, or at least make like a very serious effort to accomplish. My example for that is yesterday I was trying to get all of my YouTube description edits in, and I got 2 out of 4 done, so I felt really good about that. And I really hate computer work, so I definitely see that as progress. But either starting or completely completing, that sounds fun, completely completing said task. So just being committed to workflow and really being involved in that. So that's my practice this month. Like I said, I'd love to hear what yours is, but enough yammering, and we'll just get into it. This is never going to change as far as I know. I just kind of keep like literally all meal planner things and coupons and things in that front pocket. This is just a big mess all the time. I am seriously contemplating ordering a whole new set, because that jacket like literally wreaked havoc inside this planner, and it's fine, but still it's really aggravating and it's kind of ugly. So it is what it is. Let me make sure everything is in frame. Okay, so first things first, we're going to talk about the tracker page for April. So there are things that I track every single month, and that is my steps, my power hours, my water, my calories in range, workouts, night at the apartment, project life. Series 65 has become part of that too. As you can see, I didn't track a lot, and that's because I really wasn't as up to date on my tracker as I should have been. And I know I was kind of dabbling in it here and there, but I wasn't as headstrong. I think I was just really, really worn out from March, and I really needed a break. So I wasn't as heavily about series as I should have been. I was more wrapped up in catching up from my workload that I kind of shoved off. And then just kind of trying to take some me time and prep for May, knowing that May was going to have to be very focused about series studying and about, just being really, really focused and intentional, getting ready for the new exam date. And I wanted to try to spend some time creating and filling up my cup so that I could be be more focused with it in May. My Etsy custom is something that I did try to track. I got 0% of the way. I did email with my custom. I do just want to take a minute to talk about the Etsy. So if there's something on my Etsy that you've been eyeballing, I would strongly suggest that you get it probably within the next month or so. If you don't know, Etsy raised their percentage that they get to keep by 1.5%, which is a lot when you're a creator and that's a extra side hustle income. There are some things in my shop that are not even, $10 and still took me time to make and construct. There are things in my shop that are more expensive, that are above $50, but I don't agree with that Etsy feels the right to take home 6.5%. 6.5% is what they take out of our profit. So if you're seeing markups happening in some of your favorite shops, if you're seeing people leave Etsy, these are some big reasons why. I am strongly considering pulling everything, like letting everything go to renewal, like just run out, and then when it's done, moving the items over to Etsy or even exploring website options, because I think it is just, I'm sorry, it's too much. It's too much, and they don't do anything for the creators. I'm being completely blunt, and this is my experience and my experience alone. I've talked with other people that are leaving Etsy. This is not meant to be a complete rant. I just want, if there's something over there that you're interested in, I would strongly suggest that you get it. If you feel like something is outside of your budget or what have you, please message me about it and we can have a chat. And I can either pull it and we can work something out separately. I'm okay with that if there's a product that you're interested in, but you maybe can't get it until, we can talk about all that. But I'm just letting you know that there is a high probability that the shop is going to be going away and going to a different platform, or maybe going away altogether and just being on like Instagram kind of. So just throwing that out there, making sure that I'm clear that if there's something over there that you want, you have the opportunity to get it. Thankfully, I have a great relationship with my Etsy custom person. She's very aware of what's going on and has always known what's going on in my life, both personally and professionally. So she gives me quite a bit of grace, and we are a great team. So I don't worry about that. I am going to endeavor to spend a lot of June working on her project and trying to have it to her by the end of the summer. We do very elaborate, beautiful projects. If you have not seen the customs that I do, there are several over on the channel to check out. Really cool flip throughs that I have done for her. Really cool altar books and things like that. So there's that. One thing I do want to talk about, I want to talk about the 10 social media comments and the craft no spend. So I chose to keep the 10 comments for May, and I know I'm going to keep it for May. I don't know if I'll keep it for much longer, but I do want to talk about that because I noticed a massive change in how I operated on social media. I feel like it's a very easy thing to get lost in that scroll life and go down a click hole, especially when you get home and you get a glass of wine and you just fall down the hole. But what I chose to do was, in the morning when I drink my coffee, when I sit in the bed, I make sure to find 5 posts and comment on them. I don't mean liking 5 posts. I don't mean liking it and then putting emojis. I mean actual words. Like, I will find a post, I will say what I like about it specifically. So if it's a spread, I'll say I really like this spread because of all the florals, or oh, this is very simple, it's very clean, I love this, or I love all the colors. Whatever the case may be, it allows me to give targeted comments, targeted, this is what I like about your work. It allowed me to compliment other artists, and it also completely changed the content that I see. I know that there is a method to the madness with the algorithm, and my brain would pop if I had to actually figure it all out. But I'll tell you what I do know. So the things that I know. Okay, so the way that the algorithm, as I know it, works is that Instagram will put in front of you things it thinks you will like, whether it's from people that you follow, hashtags that you follow, but it's also the content that you tend to engage with. That being said, your content, the way that works is first it kind of gets dumped out into the mix, and you have X amount of time to get X amount of likes, and then it goes to a bigger pool. And then from there, it kind of pays attention to more likes, but also engagement. So if it's a video, how long are people viewing it? If it's a post, even, how many comments are you getting on it? And the more you get, the more it pushes it out and out. So for me, I enjoy being able to have that power to perpetuate someone's work farther. So the fact that I'm not only liking it, but I'm taking time to look at the post, to read the comment, because that's even taken into effect is how long someone's staring at it, like reading the post. That's why you see a lot of people do like the long descriptions. So it makes me feel good inside that I am perpetuating someone's beautiful work farther into the algorithm sphere, but it also makes me feel good because when I get on Instagram now, it's quick. I've been watching my, at the end of every week, iPhone will tell you if your screen time's up or down. And I have really been enjoying the fact that it's consistently been on a decline because I'm getting on in the morning, I'm being intentional about it, and then around like maybe lunch or when I get home, I sit down and I do another 5. There's sometimes like this morning, for instance, we were waiting on a tow truck. That's a different story. And I just got on Instagram and knocked out all 10 of them. So now I'm done for the day. Like my brain doesn't feel the need to like grab my phone this evening and look at it and scroll and get that done. It's going to be more about spending time with my boyfriend, figuring out how the rest of his day went, talking about the timeline for his truck being fixed. I'm sorry if the cat hops up here. She's mewing in the background if you can hear her. She's a mama's girl, and I was very late getting home this morning, so she is not thrilled. Sorry about that. I'm sure my voice like trailed off as I pet her. Just trying to keep her appeased through this video. But long story short, the 10 social media comments, it's targeted. It's easy to break up. It works for me. But I highly suggest it. If you're trying to figure out a way to have that battle with social media and you really don't know what to do. And just to be clear, that doesn't mean just Instagram. I may get onto, there are 2 forums, there's multiple forums, but I hang out on the Nellie and Clem website forums, and I also hang out on Awesome Ladies Project. So I might get on Awesome Ladies Project and do 5 and then go to social media. I've also been hanging out in the Coffee Monster Co. Closed group on Facebook since I went through that big, like, let me buy all the things haul. So I've been hanging out over there. There's not always a lot of content on some of those, so it can be a little bit harder for me. So I might do one of those a week. Like I might get on Awesome Ladies Project once a week and go through and do a round over there. So yeah, do it however you want, but I can at least say for me, it's really changed my screen time, my time with screen time, and it's also changed my relationship with Instagram specifically because it's showing me more of what I want. It's still showing me way too much of the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp drama, but I'm also kind of sucked in by it, so I'm just trying to not click on it or watch it so it'll hurry up and get out of my feed. But I'm just like so mesmerized by it. I don't know why. Okay, anyways, so craft no spend. This is another one I want to talk about really quick, especially because I've been posting some haul videos. So I paid off my car and I was really excited about that, and I somehow felt like that justified me buying an absurd amount of stickers. When I say absurd, go check out that Coffee Monster haul video and you will understand absurdities. But what was happening is I wasn't spending, and it was great. But the days where I was like, boom, like cannonball. And so it completely nixed out. So I really need to revisit the relationship that I have with the craft no spend and make it more about a budget. And that's really what I need to go back to. It's not about a no spend for me. It's saying you have this amount. And I think if I change my relationship with it in that way, I'm gonna see a lot more progress. So that being said, out of the whole video birthed lots of things. So I'm currently working on coming up with a cash envelope system. So if you are interested in that, please let me know. If you do a cash envelope system, also let me know. I'd love to hear from you. I'm gonna be building and making a binder for that. That video will most likely come in June, is what I'm guessing. I'm also building a really cool sticker book to hold all of my haul stickers from this company and other stickers I pull from. So I'll be posting that at some point, and just kind of some tips and tricks that I learned with that. So we're gonna have some like budgeting planner, organization type videos kind of filtering in as well. So just wanted to throw that out there, that if you're struggling with craft spending, no, you're not alone. At the end of every month, I do choose to total my progress out into percentages. Sometimes that's great, sometimes that's not great. A lot of my health stuff was kind of down. I had a really bad month with my health in terms of like just being responsible. I think overall April was a lot of irresponsibility. I do think I had a lot of difficult conversations with myself kind of the back half, because I feel like I really was not in a good headspace after I finished my series test in March and I failed, and I felt like it really highlighted a lot of the unhealthy coping mechanisms that I have chosen. Even though I am a super positive person and a super optimistic person, and I like to plan and I like to be intentional and I do a lot of things, I really was not being respectful or responsible with myself. And it was like, I think I woke up like with maybe like half the month left, and it was like the bad dream that you have where you like are standing butt naked in a room full of people. Like it felt like that, where I just felt really exposed, and I was the only one that knew it, but it was like very, very loud that like I had been irresponsible with the haul, and I had been irresponsible with food, and I just had some really hard conversations with myself that just needed to happen. They just needed to happen. It's okay. It's part of the journey. Realizing that some of these habits go way, way, way far back and are very triggered by certain things. So yeah, I just had some hard conversations with myself, had some hard journaling. And I look forward to kind of taking you guys on the road with me to recovery or progress or whatever we want to call it. But I'm very excited to see how May goes, and especially with the one little word and being more committed to things and using that practice to practice and to build better habits. I don't think that there's ever like a perfect state of bliss, and you're constantly in a state of, I feel like we're always constantly in a game of Candyland, of the Chutes and Ladders type of thing. Is it Chutes and it's Chutes and Ladders, not Candyland. Though I do think Candyland has a similar operating level. Not the point. Side rant. Point being that I'm very excited to see the progress that I will make in May of hopefully building some better habits. And hope you guys take it to heart that you're real people, and that understand that your journey can start today. It does not have to be perfect. It's going to be messy. It's going to change. It's okay. Plans change. Life changes. Just take a breath. I can honestly say that today I am in an amazing mood, very intentional, very driven, but I can also tell you this is typically the week I PMS. So typically I'd be very moody and hate everyone and everything today. Monday did not go according to plan. If I'm telling you a tow truck was involved, definitely did not go according to plan. Did I still have an amazing morning and make the best of it? Absolutely. I'm completely enamored and over the moon that my boyfriend took the same approach to it. He was a little bit crankier, but essentially like was with me on just keeping a good headspace and continuing the path forward and that good energy that we started with this morning. I'm hoping that sticks through the day. It's still Monday and it's still early, so God help us all. But point being, just if you needed a motivational moment, here it is. If you just needed to hear it's okay that it's not perfect, it's okay that it's messy, and it's okay if you don't always have the best habits, you can choose to start over whenever you want to start over. You don't have to wait for a new month. You don't have to wait for a new week. Just tomorrow is a new day, Scarlett, and it's okay. Like, just go with it. Okay, so that's it. So now we're going to talk about April, because I'm, side ranting like a mother, and we're 20 minutes into this video, and I'm going slow, but I'm excited, and I'm tangenty. So typically in my monthly spread, I definitely chart two main things, which is my workouts and my YouTube content that I'm planning. So as you can see, in a very messy state that, the mess. So like I said, I had a not really great month with my food, and food is literally 80-90% of your progress when it comes to anything to do with like weight loss or gain. So I did gain a little bit. Like I said, I kind of realized about halfway through that I was getting way out there, so I needed to like pull it back in and kind of got my life together again. What I chose to do was to kind of like color in when things were done. As you can see, there's like arrows and it's confusing. Due to that, I'm going to go ahead and like flip and show. Due to that, I did a lot in pencil because I was like, it's still planning. It's fine. The one thing I did choose to do in pen were my YouTube spreads because I like this plan. I'm hoping to stick to this plan, and I'm hoping that by having this plan, it will keep me ahead. It will keep me where I need to be. I think the biggest areas of concern that I always have are like the pocket pages, because as I've talked about before, it's multiple spreads. So it's not just like a one and done like a 12 by 12 tends to be. Like a 12 by 12 from start to finish might be 2 hours, because I may spend a good amount of time on it, but it's just one. And when it's done, it's usually a quick edit, quick voiceover, whereas obviously each pocket page gets its own layout. So I'm going to endeavor to have everything set up with 2 a week, but I'm just, again, asking for that grace and understanding that that may not happen. And it just is what it is. But I originally, and I mean, it's in pen, so it's still here, but I had all of my intended YouTube uploads. I had all of my series planning, which again was a mistake. I had taken it off for March because it is a moving target. And I don't like it because it doesn't work out like that. It never, ever, ever does. Even this is already wrong. Like, I did do my 3 miles, but not there. I think I did a 30. I think it might have been Saturday. I'll have to go back and look at that. Where is it? No, it was on Sunday. I did it yesterday. Because it's Monday. I know it's like, it's this Monday. It's the 2nd right now, just to give you guys some idea of how far ahead. These are already filmed and up. So you're already set up for the rest of the week. This will set you up through Sunday. And I really feel pretty confident that I might have to move some of these things around, but I feel pretty good that This is really where we're going to get problematic, because it'll be like the last week before the actual test. So that's where it's going to get dicey, is that last week of the month if it gets dicey. So just trying to plan ahead the best I can. Moral of the story with this conglomerated thing, I don't like the messiness. I'm very clear that I like function over fashion, and that I like it to be as clean as humanly possible. And I have really been spending a lot of time trying to figure out how to always, like every month I'm like, how can I make it cleaner? How can I fix these problems? Why does it get messy? So that's when I figured out, doesn't get messy because of YouTube. So that can go in black, that's fine. It gets messy with my intended run days, and it gets messy with my series stuff. So that being said, this happened here. Actually, no, it happened here. So it happened on the 1st. So all these are now going to get moved. This is going to come here. This is going to come probably down here. So yeah, point being, pencil is my friend. I know I'm flipping back and forth and giving you like a really great refresher if you've already watched the May plan with me video, but also kind of explaining how we got there. All of my runs are in here. They're a mess. So like here, I put this twice. It actually happened on the 19th, not the 24th. This happened over here, I think. I don't know. I don't even know. It's right on the tracker. That's all I cared about. It's totally wrong in here. Another thing that I adhere to is the bullet journal method when it comes to task lists. So a task list through the bullet journal method is that an X means you completed it, a slash means you started it, and an arrow means you migrated it. If you slash through it all the way, it means you let it go. So I'm not ordering plants as of right now. Work out 5 times a week and lose 5 pounds is on every single monthly spread that I do, because I haven't completed it yet. And even if I completed it, I need to do it again the next month. So of course I'm endeavoring to do it in May. I feel like 5 times a week is doable. I run 3 times a week. So really it's just more about, I need to figure out how to get 2 more days in there. And I really would like to do like abs and arms one day and then yoga one day, because I feel like those are 2 things that I really need in my workout routine again, and I miss them, but I just have to be very intentional about getting them in there, and that can sometimes be difficult. Overall, I really feel, if I had to say what I felt like the majority of the month was about, other than me spending too much money, me sticking to this run thing. So I really wanted to run, especially now that you've seen the video of Sherry. If you're a subscriber or if you haven't checked that out, please go look at that layout. I absolutely adore her. Please check her out on Instagram. It's her handle is Hot Pudge Sunday, and she's freaking amazing. But she really inspired me to get back on with my running, and she really inspired me to want to run the Disney Marathon. And I was going to run in 2023. The date was the perfect date. It was the anniversary of my sister passing away. It would have been 18 years. So it would just be perfect. And she is sprinkled in Animal Kingdom. We took some of her ashes to Animal Kingdom when I took my mom for her 60th. So I had a very like roughish plan of having my mom wait for me in Animal Kingdom with her, and running the race on that day. It just meant a lot to me, and I was very ready. And then I missed registration and it sold out. So right now Sherry and I are both keeping an eye on the site to see if something does open up, and if that happens, I will totally shout it from the rooftops and let you guys know. But as of right now, that is no longer a thing. But I really struggled with should I keep running and prepping, and my boyfriend was really kind and encouraged me to continue, and he was like, what's it gonna hurt? You'll be more ready. Like you know, look at it like you have a whole extra year to train. And the race is already the marathon is actually in January. So I already would have obviously had half a year to train, but now I have even longer unless something changes. But I'm really proud that I kept running, and it's been an amazing experience to run some of the farthest lengths that I've run. I'm actually getting ready to do a 7-mile run this week, and I don't know that I've ever done 7 miles. I've done 5 a couple times. But to watch my times change and to watch my body just get better and more well adjusted has been an incredible experience. And I found so much value in having a good training schedule and good map. So if you're looking for one, go check out rundisney.com. I will endeavor to remember to put it in the description, but they do have really nice plans that you can follow. And the basics of it is 2 30-minute runs a week and then 1 longer run. And it's kind of cool because sometimes it's like a 3-mile run, which for me isn't really that much farther than the 30 minutes. So I kind of talk my brain into, oh, it's only 3 30-minute runs this week. Like, you got that. Versus me now having, I'm really excited to run the 7 miles, but I also am I'll literally watch a movie while I run, because if not, I'm going to be like, holy hell, this is never ending. Anyways, not the point. Just throwing that out there. But I do feel like it was a good month for some other things. It was a good rest month too. All right, so let's get into weeklies and how that progress rolled out. So some things, and I think I said this when I went through the March spreads, that I was looking at changing the budget tracker. And I did end up still using my Archer and Olive that I was bullet journaling in and then kind of abandoned. And I'm just using blank spreads in that until I can get it set up the way that I want it to before I share it, and just do some trial and error so I can kind of talk about that. So I'm still charting my budgeting or my spending in this bottom area. That stayed the same the whole month. And I really do like that. I think that's worked out really well. Let me start at the top. Let's just go with that. So I didn't do so hot with the weather tracking. I had good months or good weeks and bad weeks. It's sometimes I'd start with the best of intentions and then fall off. I need to put in today's weather because it's actually really beautiful today. And I feel like I start off every month okay, we're going to fill in more. We're going to track more. We're going to do better. I feel like I start every week like that, if I'm being honest. And then in my kind of hourly section, I have really been enjoying putting in stickers. We're gonna have a really fun time flipping and talking about me getting to use the Coffee Monster Co. stickers, of course, the minute that they arrived. I was like, I have to shoot them. I literally got them and shot the haul the next morning, and I was itching to use them, but my boyfriend came over that night, and I was like, I cannot shoot this hour haul video with him sitting in my living room judging me and my stickers. So there's that. I also did order a more responsible sized purchase. And I do have some things coming, so it may offset the planned videos, and it may make things a little bit easier through the end of the month. If I know I've got some haul videos, I can kind of squeak and sneak in there to give myself a break, because again, it's a very one and done kind of process. So any videos I can grab like that this month are definitely going to make it in. So I'll share that when I get it. Just some more goodies and more responsible size purchases, might I add. But I do spend the hourly sections doing two things: tasks and notes. So like this, Slow Sunday with breakfast sandwiches and samurais and principles. So he was playing his video game and I was cutting down principles, and we made breakfast sandwiches, and it was a beautiful start to a Sunday, very slow Sunday. But then there were tasks like research a phone for my granny and then call her about it, go to get the groceries. I worked on making pies that day. I was making the pie crust that day. And then dinner gets tracked. Now, that being said, there are spaces down here to track food. I would like to be better about putting that dinner note down here. A lot of times I use that space to plan. And then in some places it ended up being a place to keep tracking spending. So I just function over fashion. I can't say it enough, especially with a planner that still doesn't have a lot of content out about it. I feel like this is probably the most self-explanatory, one of the more self-explanatory Japanese planners I've seen out there. I feel like Hobonichi is a little bit hard to work with, but also gives you a lot of room and space to play, and sometimes that can be really intimidating. But I really like that this planner is very targeted. It's weather, early morning hours, like dreams, and I know a lot of people put like a sleep tracker up there. I usually put dream stuff. I started putting my tarot in it. Where does that go? I got the 8 of Rods, which is probably why I'm like shot out of a freaking pinball machine. Honestly, like, I swear, I think that it's like new moon energy that's got me feeling like cloud 9 this week, because that's the only logical explanation, because this is just not normally my week. That being said, one thing that has remained consistent probably since I started was using this last bar to track my water. So that's been really fun. These stickers and this whole spread was from an older pack that I had. I don't think I have it up here, but it's from Hobby Lobby. It's Agenda 52, and I just used that pack. Same pack with this. The only differences are these cute little Smooze stickers. I ordered some new washi. So I didn't know her shop had washi until I saw a post from her. That is one bad thing about the 10 social media things, is I have found so many like little cute brands and things, and that's just like detrimental to my wallet. So I'm gonna have to like start like an envelope for like small business or something. I don't even know. But I had this super cute Happy Mail sticker, and I put it in there the day that the Smooze stickers got here. And then I used the driving one because it was so much driving. I basically drove like 2.5 hours to some property that my boyfriend's family owns that happens to be about 30 minutes outside of my hometown. So it was cool because I got to go spend time with my granny and hang out with his family too. So it just felt very nice to like do all that. But again, the main stickers are from that Agenda 52 pack. This is also from another Agenda 52 pack, and I want to say, I don't know the name of it, but it's like Plant Mom or something like that. I feel like, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But I started adopting the, like my March spreads, you can see, like I would scribble out an X starting in the week or this week of April, and all the way for the rest of the month. You're not going to see any more of those like boxes with the color in. It's just the like bullet journal method of it started, or it migrated, or it finished. And I really like that. I feel like it cleaned it up a ton. I really, really am enjoying that. This week, I got my Coffee Monster Co. order, and it took everything in me not to like sticker vomit all over the whole thing, because obviously I got a ton of them in there. There's a sticker for everything. If you can't find a sticker for it on the Coffee Monster Co., it doesn't need to exist. That being said, I did order, like, they have period ones. They legit have period ones, and I'm really excited to get that order in because I thought that was hilarious, absolutely hilarious, and so accurate and so perfect. And I feel like there's so many trackers out there for women to use, but I was like, that's gonna be awesome if I can just like plunk it down the start of my period. Like, that's awesome. Or plunk one down if I'm having cramps, which literally normally lasts for, I am blessed. I might have cramps for 2 hours max on one day, the whole thing. So I am blessed That's too much information for all of you, but I don't really care. I'm just being transparent. But I did, this was the Yay delivery, and it was in one of the, I ordered the packs of her freebies that she normally sends out in all orders. Like, I think I got all the years that she's been doing them. And I love that because it was like having like little samplers, and it was such a smart idea. So if you're looking at her company, and trying something, there are lots and lots and lots of like samplers. And I ordered a ton of those because that way I had options and I could see what I ran out of first. So if I knew I needed to reorder some. So that was my thought. I put this cute little taco one because we had tacos, and I knew I knew there was a chance that I was going to want to use a taco one for Cinco coming up. Or, well, Cinco has now already happened by the time this video uploads, but you get my point. But I just wanted to use him because he was perfect. And I had pizza this day, so it was taking literally it was just so hard for me not to like Coffee Monster Co. sticker everywhere. But I feel like this is very balanced, and I like this. I say it 4,000 times every single planner video, function over fashion. I am not one of those people that put so many stickers on it that there's nowhere to write, that there's no flexibility. I'm never going to be that person. The most stickers you have probably ever seen me put in a planner spread since like, oh, I don't know, like, sweet Jesus, like years ago. It's been years since I probably had as many stickers as I've been having and as I did in May. Like, I'm not the person that does like full blocks like that. I just never have, but these kits were so cute and the week was just beckoning. Like, obviously this is a super nerdy week. And then the little Cinco, she just needed to live there. So you get my point though. This is another cute one from Coffee Monster Co. They were like spring mugs, and it was Easter, so the bunny felt appropriate. All the floral stickers are from a Maggie Holmes Day to Day sticker book. You can get those at Michael's. The payday and day off to do are all from Happy Planner. Tax day as well. I filed my taxes back in like February. This is one of my favorite spreads. So much so that as soon as I was actually planning for May when I did this spread. So yes, and just in case you're wondering, rainbow spreads are going to happen every single month. It's a thing now. I would love to do an entire month of rainbow spreads. Might actually happen. No promises that it won't or that it will. I'm just saying it could. But I pretty much replicated it. I did change up some things. So on this one, it started here, and I started it Monday on this one. So it eliminated one of the blues, which I was fine with. I really enjoyed this because it's just like perfectly color coded all the way down. It was fun for me to play the color matching game. I feel like if you're in a creative rut with your planning, and I know I said this in the May setup video, if you're in a creative rut, please, I highly encourage you to do a rainbow week because it really helps narrow your focus. If you're like, cool, I want to put a sticker here, but I don't know what to do. So let me look for orange stickers, and it just so happened that I was doing some Etsy work and it was orange. This had like an orange tint to it, and I was making a ton of calls. This was a little off-brand, whatever. And I originally think I had like a dinner night planned, and I just pulled that guy up and put him back. This cute little unicorn was blue in her little onesie. I had to love that Earth Day happened to be in like a blue, and I could like make that work. So face Earth instead of face palm. For the sips and succulents on Earth Day at my apartment was super cute. This little emoji had like the purple YouTube thing going on. So all of these cute little emojis are from the Coffee Monster Co. All of these other stickers, I think all of them except for this gold don't forget, are from Agenda 52 packs, which are at Hobby Lobby. And the Don't Forget was like a really old, like off the wall sticker sheet I had from Happy Planner. I don't even think it belonged to a pack. It might just be like a random floating sheet. I don't know where it came from. It took me until I was doing this spread to realize that I put orange ahead of yellow somewhere in the mix, and I'm not sure why I did that, but it is what it is. I still think it was really nice to do like another rainbow week and play with the Shine Sticker Studio stickers, which all of these are. The Loving Life is some Heidi Swap washi I had. The Payday sticker is from Happy Planner. This cute washi, I'm pretty sure came from Hobby Lobby at some point, but not 100% sure. I thought I was gonna hate how that looks, and I really, really like it. What I really hate is the Currently Thursday 3 in Hello May. I wish I had done it in the gray, because since it was such a much lighter rainbow, I wish I had done it different. And then we're to this week. Couple things that I want to say are that I take the same approach with the major task list that I do on the monthly spread. I need to look back more and pull from that more, but I do maintain that I have a task list and I migrate it. I haven't done this week yet. It's Monday, and that's typically I do it like Sunday afternoon when I'm like, okay, clearly this shit's not getting done today. So, and it would just migrate over. So that's about the only thing that I haven't done yet, but I do adhere to that method. I think that was the only thing. I don't really think I had a couple things after all. The only other thing that I can think of is the whole top 3. So I hadn't, this is funny. So I did the top, obviously if you've watched the May video, then you know I did the top 3 before I did the setup, and I was like complaining about it. So it was ironic that it did turn out to be my practice, and that's nowhere else, because I liked how I did it here, where I highlighted those 3 things using the color. So I don't know how I'll do it, because obviously I only have the top 3 in those 2 places. So maybe I'll do it right here with the little bullet points. I'll use those scattered throughout, but then when I get into this spread, I'll probably do what I did here, which is highlight them and then X them out when I do them, so that I'm focused on getting those 3 things done, no matter where they fall on the list. And the same like here, I might have to like put them in the highlighted section here, or I might have to highlight them here. This is obviously highlighted all the way down, so we'll see. This week will be a little hodgepodgey as I like settle into the practice, but I think it'll be fine moving forward because I don't have any other highlighted sections like that. Obviously on the 27th, that's gonna get highlighted because that'll be a major thing to get done that day for my exam. But I'm really excited to see how that practice combines with my planner, and how I prep getting ready for June. Again, keep in mind, this is going to be a clunky month, and even though I'm doing really well on getting content ahead of time, descriptions are always the last thing on the to-do list. So if there's a question that you have and there's no description, even if there is a description, screw that. Ask me. If you have a question, ask me. Literally, I'm fine. I will answer your question 4,000 times. Super happy to help you guys out. But otherwise, again, thank you so much for the support. I hope you guys are doing well. And until the next video, happy scrapping, happy planning. And I hope you guys all had a very good nerdy week. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.